Welcome back to the walkthrough of Oblivion. And in this episode, it's time to continue the main quest.
I've deciphered part of the ritual needed to open a portal to Camoran's paradise. The Xerxes mentions 4 items needed for the ritual, but so far I have only deciphered one of them. The blood of a daedric lord. In fact, daedric artifacts are known to be formed from the essence of a daedric lord, from whence they derive their great power. Not an easy thing to come by, obviously, but we will need a daedric artifact. Bring it to me when you have acquired one. The only way to obtain a daedric artifact is through the cults devoted to each of the daedric lords. The book, Modern Heretics, is the best introduction to daedric cults. The library here has a copy if you need it. Remember, the Mysterium Xerxes ritual will consume the physical form of the artifact in order to release its daedric power.
Yes, so the cultists
I
just
think I'm
want...
close to deciphering more of the ritual. I hope to have made some progress by the time you return with the daedric artifact.
So this cult just won't let us go one
What do you
day.
need, friend?
And here in the library, there is supposed to be a book called Modern Heretics. And reading this will give you the location for a daedric quest, because these daedra are essentially like demons or evil gods in the game. And each of them has a shrine. Several shrines are scattered throughout the game world, and each of them has a quest, and after the quest you get the relic. These relics are, or artifacts, are extremely powerful and unique, and this particular quest recommends you to get to Azura's shrine and complete the quest there, but this is not a good idea, because the relic you get from that shrine is extremely useful, and it would be a really big shame to destroy them. So instead you can bring any of the relics, but some of the daedric shrines require you to be at a very high level, so those are obviously not an option. However, I've checked again the list of all these shrines and level requirements, and I've selected a quest that gives a relic that I will not be using in the game anyways, and the level requirement is also okay. So that quest will be the daedric god Sheogorath's quest, and Sheogorath is the god of madness in this game, and his quest is very amusing and interesting, so it will be perfect. However, the shrine is in the wilderness, quite far away from the fast travel point, so I will come back when I get there. Okay, so I'm in the middle of my journey, but there are a few interesting things to point out. One is that creepy Oblivion gate there. So now that I started the main quest, these gates are appearing everywhere, and it's quite unnerving. But they are optional, of course. And the other one is this plant near root, which actually gives you a quest, and this plant will not respawn. There is only a limited number of these, so make sure not to use them in potions or anything. Anyways, let's continue. So I managed to arrive here. As you can see, it took quite a bit of time to get here because of the huge game bird. And I have to admit that I checked the online map to find this shrine, because I completely forgot over the years where these locations are. But it was very crucial because I just refused to give up the reward from Azura. Anyways, once you arrive at the shrine, you will see the followers. And you need to give a donation offering.
Another mortal dares to summon me, and already I'm bored. But enough about me. Let's talk about you. I could turn you into a goat, or a puddle, or a bad idea. I could make you eat your own fingers, or fall in love with a cloud. Perhaps I could make it into something useful. Let's find out. There's a little settlement called Watch. It's a nice, peaceful place. And dull. They're going to make their lives interesting. They're a superstitious bunch. Everything is an omen or a portent. Let's make one come true. Find their shaman and ask about the Kashara prophecy.
Yes, so giving them the offering will trigger a dialogue with the actual gods, and as you can see, they are quite a nasty folk, although some of them are somewhat better than the others, but Sheogorath in particular is very creepy. So it marks the location on your map. And luckily I have a pretty close jumping point here. Yes, so most of these daedric quests involve immoral acts, hurting people and such, but there are also some quests that are not this questionable.
You're not supposed... Welcome to Border Watch, stranger. You're welcome here. I am Rabasa, shaman of our people. You know of the Kashara prophecy. How odd. Are you some sort of scholar? Wonderful. I would be glad to tell you more. It has been told from our fathers and our fathers' fathers that our time in this place will come to an end. My great-great-great-grandfather, Kashara, foretold of a time when we would receive 3 signs from the gods, signaling the end of the world. I don't trust you enough to talk about that.
Oh, come on, you started the discussion and now you are holding back the info. What kind of teasing is this? Okay.
Go ahead.
I will come back when I softened him up.
These are the signs as they were foretold. First, there is the plague of vermin. It is said our town will be overrun by disease-carrying creatures. Rats, I would imagine. Horrible little things. I always keep a powerful rat poison around, in case I see one of the little monsters. Next is the plague of famine. It is foretold that our livestock will fall dead in their fields, with no apparent explanation. We have but the 6 sheep in our pasture, and we make sure they are well tended. The plague of fear? I will not speak of this. not to any outsider. I'll answer anything else I can. Is there something more? Perhaps you'd like to know more about Border Watch itself. I'm glad you asked. I could go on all day about our little community. We are but a handful of Khajiit, as you can see. Many are the evenings we spend around the cooking fire, sharing stories of elsewhere. The smell of our food travels for miles. If you'd like to stay, I'd suggest getting a room at the Border Watch Inn. We don't get many visitors, but Setasa serves a fine ale. She also has the finest collection of cheeses in the Empire. Her prized cheese has such a powerful aroma. She keeps it sealed in a case. Bye.
Yeah. So you need to make these superstitions come true. And to do that, first you need to find the inn. The dialogue had the tips on what you need to do. Obviously we need to get the cheese. And this is going to be pretty difficult. Okay. Awesome. So we have the cheese. And now you can use the cheese to bring the rats here. Okay, so once you have the cheese, you can add it to the cooking pot. And this is going to have the expected effect. Here come the rats.
They disappear into the swamps and are never seen again.
I have heard Argonia is a stranger. Welcome to Border Watch.
This is actually kind of cute. They are not aggressive rats like in the sewers. They are cheese-loving rats. So, let's see.
These are troubling signs.
No time to talk. I have to get rid of these rats.
Yeah, so he drops the rat poison. But we are already in the second phase of our mischief. And I'm really sorry for the sheep, but you just have to poison them. And once they eat, they get poisoned. But it seems this is going to take a while, so let's wait.
You've seen it. You've seen the first sign. Perhaps this is the beginning of the Kashara. It has come. We're doomed. Doomed. Run while you can, stranger. Get out. You too.
So, the poisoning is going according to plan. I guess I will wait some more. I don't know why, but they're still alive. Okay, now they are dead.
You've done well, mortal. I'm amused, I think. Head into the center of Border Watch and make sure to duck.
Okay, so Sheogorath completes the third sign, the sign of fear, which is for the cats the horrifying event of burning dogs. This is kind of amusing. The dog apocalypse has come.
The Kashara has come true. Doomed. We are all doomed.
Yes, so now we can return and get our reward. As you can see, the followers are also quite crazy. Just a little detail.
Good times! Good times! I hope you had as much fun as I did. Here, take this. It's a fun little toy. Now go away before I kill you.
Yes, so you are given the Wabbajack, which is actually a very unique item that transforms enemies into other enemies, but it's not that useful, just amusing. And this artifact will be perfect for the sacrifice that is required. Anyways, you could see how a daedric quest goes. They are pretty unique and probably the most fun quests.
The next section of the Mysterium Xerxes is very difficult. I haven't deciphered the rest of the ritual yet. I hope you are making better progress. I won't ask what you went through to obtain this, my friend. I know all too well the depravity of the princes of Oblivion. Are you ready to give me the artifact? Remember, the ritual will consume its physical form. It won't be seen again on Tamriel for many years.
Yeah, you better not ask what I went through, because it involved burning dogs and a lot of cheese.
Good riddance to this tool of mischief. You should talk to Joffrey. He needs your help. Trouble down in Bruma, I think.
I've just received word from the Countess of Bruma that an Oblivion gate has opened outside the city. It seems that the Mythic Dawn are putting their plan to attack Bruma into motion. Since you've dealt with these gates before, I'd like you to help the Countess's guard close this gate. Once they've seen how it's done, they should be able to handle any new gates on their own. Captain Bird is waiting for you outside the Bruma City gate. He'll show you the Oblivion gate, although I doubt it will be hard to find. You should rendezvous with Captain Bird immediately. The sooner that gate is closed, the better.
Okay, so this is the end of this episode. Now, there are many ways of completing this quest, of course. It is completely up to you, the player, to select which artifact you want to get rid of. But you have to get rid of one permanently. And now, as you can see, there is once again a bit of a filler quest before the next stage of our preparation. So I will have to return back to Oblivion in the next episode. Until then, see you.